Pakistan's Defence Minister Khawaja Asif has condemned Israeli aggression against Iran, calling it unjustified and unprovoked. In an interview with Iranian state media, Asif criticized what he described as Western hypocrisy and double standards, accusing the International Atomic Energy Agency of selective behavior and lacking accountability in monitoring Israel's nuclear activities. The ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel erupted on June 13 and escalated over 12 days after the US carried out strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Iran responded with missile attacks on Tel Aviv and later targeted US bases in Qatar. A ceasefire was eventually announced by US President Donald Trump. Asif emphasized that Iran has never initiated war, unlike the United States and Israel, whom he blamed for the breakdown of diplomacy and the start of hostilities. He stated, unlike Iran, the Westerners have destroyed the opportunity for diplomacy and are the cause of the beginning of the aggressions of the Zionist regime and the United States. He pointed out that Israel, a non-signatory of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, remains unchecked even as it continues military actions in Gaza, Yemen, and now Iran. Asif labeled Israel's conduct as reckless, accusing it of deliberately destabilizing the region. He condemned what he called terrorist attacks by Israel and the US strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, calling them violations of international law, the UN Charter, and basic humanitarian norms. Meanwhile, Pakistan's leadership has officially welcomed this ceasefire. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif reassured Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian of Pakistan's support at all diplomatic forums, including the United Nations Security Council and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. He called for the restoration of peace through dialogue and diplomacy, urging all parties to adhere to international law. President Pezeshkian thanked Prime Minister Sharif for Pakistan's consistent and principled support and recognized Islamabad's constructive role in the crisis. Foreign Minister Sagra also welcomed the ceasefire, expressing hope for lasting peace and stability in the region. Both Iranian and Pakistani leaders stressed unity among Muslim nations during this challenging time. In Pakistan, 6 people were killed and 7 were injured after a passenger bus caught fire after colliding with a loader rickshaw carrying petrol on the Western Bypass in Quetta, police said on Monday. In a statement, Balochistan government spokesperson Shahid Rind expressed sorrow over the incident. He also said that all possible help and support will be provided to the affected families.